Welcome back to Gameplan Live, and we're sad as hell. It's hard to realize.
Wow, though.
Same
Sad
old
as hell.
shit,
We're
man.
going to the playoffs, though.
I don't give a shit. I don't even give a shit. I don't even give a shit. I mean, I wish I could. What are we chasing in these playoffs? You know,
Come on,
mean,
though.
I'm going to have to realize and go with what you say, dog. It's on ownership now. On ownership, it's the same old shit. We mediocre. Like we going in the same way we went last year. Even worse. I don't even remember no 4-game losing streak last year.
I don't either, though. I'll look that up for us as we go through the show. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Make sure y'all go over there, like, subscribe, and share. YB Game Plan. We come to y'all live every week, pre and post game, no matter win, loss, or draw. You got 3 boys from the north side that's going to keep it real with y'all. Hey, we grew up within earshot of the stadium, fellas. We've been watching this thing a long time. Doe, just expound on what you're saying. We was talking about yesterday the culture, and everything, and the young boys don't care about it. But is this on ownership now, or is this on Tomlin?
I mean, the ownership is not playing on the game on the field, but I mean, to where we're at, like, yeah, it falls on them because we're doing the same old shit. We get the same old type of coordinators. Never failed. I mean, Arthur Smith is no better than Randy Fichtner.
Oh, damn. You went back there?
Yeah, I went back there. I mean, we're talking about ownership. We're talking about the same old shit.
Right.
I mean, come on, dog. Come on. I mean, a couple of those pitches yesterday was like, just throw the damn pitches out. I don't want to see another pitch the rest of the year. For what?
Right.
For what? Right. We don't have those athletic linemen that's getting out there like that to force that. I mean, okay, it's supposed to be setting shit up, but when and how and why and where? Najee got his head knocked off with a goddamn pitch yesterday. He had to come out. I think that was a concussion. He was done.
Right.
So it just it's hard to watch, man.
Twiz. And Twiz, you've been saying this about, our coordinators, Vanilla. You've been saying that probably since game 4, okay, of this year. Again, ownership is in control of who they pay. You know what I mean? Mike Tomlin, he's involved in the hiring process. Let's not let him off the hook at all, okay? But the culture, you know what I mean? The culture of the team. Is this a product, or who do you think has more to do with the culture? Is it Mike Tomlin or George Pickens? Just.
If I would say Mike Tomlin. I don't think George Pickens.
What about our vets? You remember how you used to say the vets checked them? What about TJ? What about Cam? What about Mink? What about Firemove? What about Russ?
You throwing a lot at me. Let me get the first one out. Yep. I think it's with Coach T. What I think happened with this season is we start losing.
Yep.
And we wasn't winning. And that turned into something else. That turned into now the demons can exist. Now the demons of the team can be alive, so to speak. You understand what I'm saying? In the sense of when you winning, certain things get masked and certain things just, don't really come to a head. But then when you losing, now you see the Georgie thing is now a topic of discussion, even on the sports show. And then far as the vets, I always want, you got to remember, usually it's the vets on the offense. Usually the defensive vets deal with the defense and the offensive vets deal with the offense. That's usually how it goes. You never really see it going from side to side. You really don't see that in that sense. I really just truly believe just by just watching this season in totality, man, it's just we I thought we were better than what we was as far as our players. I think I really truly believe our coordinators and our coaches can't match our talent. I don't think it meshes. I think our talent supersedes our coaching. And remember this, you remember the saying, you can't good players can't overcome bad coaching. And I think that's a telltale sign of this. You either gotta get Georgie under control or you gotta send Georgie on his way. Georgie, yesterday's game was a total demonstration of lack of focus, lack of not caring. Responsibility as a professional went totally out of the building yesterday for Georgie, as it usually always does, but it was on the forefront yesterday. And it just showed that we got a decision to make. Either he got to get it right or he got to go, because it's not. He doesn't give the vibes that's necessary to be a superstar of this team. And not to change the subject, but Georgie cost himself millions and millions of dollars last night.
And now at the beginning of the season, fellas, we did give our preseason predictions. And Twiz, you switched yours up really after production. We do pre-production, ladies and gentlemen. Every little punk show does it. You know what I mean? Ours is less extensive than others. You had me and Doe predicted 10-7, which we finished 10-7. But you switched yours. You had went from 12-5 to 10-7. What'd you see? What'd you see there?
Russ wasn't there at the beginning. I think if Russ is there at the beginning, I think we do get that 12-5. I think we do get that 12-5.
But Justin only went 4-1, right? 4-2.
Yeah, but it was just still.
Well, I want to address the culture thing. We skipped, me.
Okay. I was going to come back to you. I was going to come back to you with something else with NFL young boy.
I can put NFL young boy right in this.
Yeah, let's stick with
with the vets, and is it George, just getting away with things, though, or is it the vets letting him get away with it?
There's no controlling George. You know what I mean? How many times I got to tell you about young folks? You don't control young folks no more. You don't talk to young folks and you leading them and they coming with you, regardless.
I don't accept that, though.
I don't care if you don't want to accept it. It's reality.
You don't accept it, but it's the reality. You live out here. You live out here in the world.
Are you watching these? Are you watching? You listening to this music and some of this shit? Are you hearing some of these dudes? No.
And Doe is 100% correct. I ain't trying to talk over you, Doe. I'm trying to talk with you. He's 100% correct. These our professional athletes are bringing what's really going on right outside in our streets into professional sports.
Hold it. They're walking around with purses and goddamn glitter pants on and these crazy ass clothing, dog. Ain't none of the old heads doing that shit. I didn't lead you that way to wear that shit.
Right.
You would dress like a European white man because that's what you look like.
Yeah,
that's who started that shit.
A freakazoid. You look like a freakazoid.
So I mean, if you ain't rocking with me with that, you damn sure ain't rocking with what I got the goddamn say. George acts like he's done something. Said that weeks ago. Acts like that. I was snapping out before the drops. My post yesterday about sick of his little bitch ass was before we even started. It was one target. And like, give me the ball, and you could just see him out there just, whatever, man.
Okay.
This shit don't mean nothing. I'm NFL young boy. But see, that ain't Mike's problem, though. That really ain't. It becomes his problem because he's a coach, but the standard is the standard of you being the man. That's why AB was allowed to get away with a whole lot of shit. That's why Claypool, he just be a man. I'm not about to just be your parent, because I'm not your parent. I'm your coach.
Yep.
That's the problem. Like, the vets understand that. The younger dudes that's coming up is like, I don't give a shit, man. I done done it all. He makes spectacular catches in practice. That's all. At the end of the day, spectacular catches. I mean, and then he didn't have his hands yesterday. What does he have? What does he have?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's been, what we are, hard nosed and everything, but as far as everything being mediocre, they don't take chances to win.
Right.
They did a little bit yesterday. Terrell Austin had a little bit of our game plan yesterday. He was blitzing, sending the dog. They sent a cornerback blitz. Cam fucked up on it. He fell. But it's the same old shit. Something got to change. And I feel like coach is plateaued. I'm sorry. I mean, the message is out there, but it's okay, coach. I want him to be fired, but it's okay, dog, to like plateaued. Like my man Del Rico said, if the Pats can get rid of Bill Belichick and let him walk, we can let Coach T walk, and it would be with all the glory.
Right.
Because the champion, like I said yesterday,
no disrespect.
Still open, man. Yeah, no, there ain't none.
No pun intended at all.
Right.
No pun intended at all. Yeah.
Okay.
I really truly believe, honestly and truthfully though, I really truly believe, and it's a Coach T problem. Like Doe said, it's a Coach T problem, but it's just like, Coach, what you seeing that we ain't seeing? These coordinators is comfortable for you? These guys do it for you, Coach, is what you're telling me. You are satisfied as the head coach of the Steelers. You are satisfied with your offensive coordinator puts out on the field. You are satisfied with your defensive coordinator and what he brings to the game for you. You're satisfied with these. You can't be. You can't be.
Right.
You can't be. 17 straight weeks of football without a touchdown scoring drive.
Opening drive. Opening drive. Yeah.
What, you're satisfied with that? I mean, that's like going to the free throw line and you miss your free throw
First
17
one.
times. You can't hit your free throws. You just it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. We can't, and that's why it looked the way it looked, man. It doesn't look like good football no more. When we turn the screen or we hollering at the TVs, you know what I'm saying? It don't look like good football no more. I mean, it looked so promising, but then the juggernauts came, and it showed us.
That film worked out there.
Yep. And what it showed us was, it didn't show us that we didn't have the players. It showed us that we can't coach with the big dogs.
Yeah.
That's what it showed us. We got the players. I promise you, we have the players.
Yeah, we get out coached, Twiz.
We getting out coached.
I'm funny about we have the players because Van Johnson.
What's up, Freddie?
Not all of them. We know
he's
not all of them.
He's supposed to be a second receiver.
For what we need, we got the talent. With better coaching, we look way better than that out there. With better coaching, we in the 12-5, 13-14.
I think defensively we do. Offensively, no. Because that receiver room was bad. That's where Khan and Tomlin dropped the ball. Roman Wilson, okay, you drafted him. He's small. He's been hurt. He's little as hell. Mm-hmm. There's no way in hell you should have brought Van Jefferson in there, and you got Mike Williams in here too late. And then Mike Williams is Mr. No Routes. To me, Mike Williams run routes, and George runs hoe routes. That's why I told y'all last night. It's Mr. Hoe routes and Mr. No Routes.
Right.
So offensively, wide receiver is bad.
You don't think the right coordinator could help in that deficiency far as what we have, knowing they personnel? You don't really think it could do nothing? Okay.
No. Because Van Jefferson, he's out there 85% of the time, dog.
Yeah.
Last night, he should have boxed dude out.
Yeah,
he
and caught that.
Put his ass on him and boxed him out. He's not physical at all. Like, at all. He's like a shooting guard that only shoot threes.
And he's a big body, though. That's the thing. He plays smaller than what he is. You
seen that at the beginning of the Falcons? I don't know if that was the Falcons or the Denver game when he caught that screen. And he was pity-patting his ass off like, please don't hit me. He's almost worse to stay.
Hey, Lipton says, and holy hell, can we pay for it? He said fire Arthur Smith, he got to go. But he says also, holy hell, can we pay for legit playmakers? Van Jefferson is not enough. Kelvin is too small. But Kelvin,
I like Calvin. I like Calvin.
Calvin ain't too small.
Calvin stay, but that receiver room, they dropped the ball right there. We don't have any real physical big. We got to draft a receiver first or second round. It's a have to. I hope they go get that boy from Ohio State, Abikwe. Because God damn it, man.
Yeah.
But once again, we giving up a year. We giving up a prime year of our prime players in their prime. We done gave another year away to hopefully we win a playoff game and we go to the second round of the playoff game. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Hopefully something happens. Hopefully there's a spark. I don't see it, but it's the NFL. Anything can happen any week. Anything can happen.
Well, they had to beat Baltimore and beat Baltimore on a mission.
Yeah.
That's what we played.
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, we to do exactly what we did last year, this year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. The only thing we didn't do, we clinched. We clinched because the AFC was just so trash.
Like you said, because other teams lost. Other teams lost. It wasn't because we won.
Yeah. Right. It was. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So, in the grand scheme of things, man, I mean, it just doesn't have a promise that it looked like. It looked like we was arriving. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you felt confident.
Right.
No confidence.
Lifted ones. I agree. Kelvin is small, but I think he's the best one in the room, fellas. I mean, again, I don't mean to keep going back, but do you blow the whole room up? Do you blow the whole room up?
I keep Calvin. You keep Calvin. You see what you got in Roman Wilson because they're on the roster. Mm-hmm. George got 1 year left, so you're not cutting him. But I don't see an extension coming unless George would do this whole 180 and just be ridiculous. And if it was an extension, it's not going to be for the money that he wants. So he's going to be willing to test the free market. And people see those the talent that you can't knock the talent. The talent on George is ridiculous. He was a top 10 pick before he tore his ACL and had asshole. He was an asshole in Georgia. I mean, he's not an asshole off the field. He don't get in trouble. But he's not a team guy and for the team and a dog.
Right.
That's what you got to be.
But no, that's why he doesn't get in trouble off the field because he's to himself. He don't deal with nobody.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing of it. He's selfish. He stays to himself. You understand what I'm saying? He's not. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't in the mix.
Yeah.
He's a me guy. Yeah, he's a me guy.
All right, we're gonna get into these 5 keys, Phil. I'm just run them down today because we gonna talk about all of it anyway. So I'm gonna just run through them real quick, fellas. That first key we said that we had to contain Joe Burrow. We did that pretty much. That second key we said our defense has to wake up. Defense did hold up. They ended the bargain plenty of the times yesterday.
Definitely did.
Win the turnover battle. We did that 2-1, fellas. The O-line has to be dominant. That didn't happen yesterday. Hendrickson had 3.5 on us too. And we only had 74 yards.
Kill it, Dan Moore. Dan Moore bet not ask for $20 million.
Oh, yeah. And have some pride for the logo.
Bet not ask for $20 million. He bet not ask for $20 million.
Right. So just looking over that, fellas, and like I said, we talk about them all.
You know what strikes me the most of this, man?
Oh, those 5 keys, fellas. What stood out to y'all?
I think they had some pride for the logo on defense. I mean, they were balling like Cam batting balls down, and Joey has clearly kind of fixed those hand issues. He's not even having penalties. He's there. I don't know why I didn't watch Chase a little. They needed we put our best defender on the second receiver and we rolled coverage to the one. Wasn't working. He was torching Trice the hell up.
Yeah.
Until they changed it and T. Higgins went out, it got different because Trice ain't ready yet. I mean, I think this is Trice's 7th game within his 2 years.
Right.
He's just not ready yet.
Right.
So I mean,
but he's a big corner though. He's a big corner, dude.
Offensively, and I think that Muth gets lost. It's good, but you got to know where the marker is, and you got to catch that ball at the end of the game.
Yeah,
got to. For whatever's sake, you got to catch that ball.
God, and how did he not know where the marker was? He falling out of bounds. Nobody's there.
Right.
You got to get that first down.
No, I agree, though. I agree. Our call outs yesterday, fellas. Doe Bus, you had Warren and Najee. They had a combined 57 yards rushing. 20 yards receiving from Najee. That was just from Warren had no yards receiving yesterday, so that was all Najee. But 57 yards rushing between the two. We had a total of 74 yards.
I just don't know. I don't understand. Why does Cordell Patterson get to take carries away from Warren?
And
why
when Najee went out, they was so fast to throw him in there.
Yeah, they was.
And then he built like he drink.
Come to Young Brothers Bar, guy.
It built that gut is a drink gut.
And on a critical play like that, Twiz.
I don't understand it, man. How Warren isn't a part of a very important part of this offense. How isn't Warren a part of this offense, man?
Warren should have got every carry once Najee got out. Once he got out, you don't even see a Cordell Patterson unless it's a decoy or a little dump off pass. Mm-hmm. Running the goddamn ball with a cold ass body because it's freezing down there. There ain't no heaters. And them heaters
That
really
is
ain't doing
garbage.
nothing for you down there. So
I
just didn't understand why he got in the game, dog.
I want to ask this right now. Can we please stop going for it on fourth down? Just stop. Let's just stop.
We was 0 for 2.
Let's just stop, man. Can we
0
just
for
stop
2.
it? Punt the ball away. Punt the ball away, man. Just punt the ball away, man. Did you see
4-12
where the
on third
offensive
down.
line, for that 4th and 1, did you see where the offensive line was? Did you see where they was? All laying on the fucking ground, bro.
Yeah, they was.
That's why Warren had to bounce it outside because there wasn't no lane. There was a pile of black and gold in front of me. This shit is sad, bro.
I don't know how they changed that breast call around. That I was like, wow, as hell. That was undisputable evidence that he didn't make it. It looked like that to me, but I guess that's what they call. But it was just like, God damn.
But guess what, though? This is the crazy part about it, right? This is the crazy part about it. All things being considered. 193 total offense to 314 total offense, and we lose by 2 points.
Right.
30% on third down, 0% on fourth down. We lose by 2 points. That's coaching, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is just simply coaching. Your players is out there fighting. They out there fighting. That's a fight. That's a fight. You got to coach that W, man. You just got to out-coach the other side in a game like this. You got to dial it up, man. You got to look on that cardboard, that laminated cardboard piece, and you got to dial it up, man. You can't do it at game time. It got to be done Wednesday through Saturday, man. You got to have it. You got to have it dialed up, man. That shit out there is bubblegum, man. That shit is bubblegum out there, bro. Let me say this, right? Cincinnati season was in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the tank. Jamar Chase didn't get his money. None of that. You see Jamar Chase's numbers?
Crazy. He's a Triple Crown winner this year.
That's what it looked like when you love this game. That's what it looked like when you love
NFL
this game.
young boy.
If George Pickens had 50% of that, just 50.
Right.
He every bit of what Jamar Chase is. Just because his talent is off the, you can't even measure it.
Right.
Yeah.
Me and Doe talked about that offline before. You know what I mean? The boy can have, he has Hall of Fame gifts and abilities.
He has Hall of Fame qualities, man.
Yes.
But his man, I don't know where his mentorship is coming from.
Mentally weak as hell.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where his makeup come from, but I'm gonna tell you something. He needs therapy because he is about to blow it, bro. He needs to get with one of them sports psychologists, and he needs to sit down and he needs to talk. He's gonna blow it, bro. He is gonna blow it. He's gonna blow it. He's gonna squander his chance of taking care of his family. He's gonna squander his chance of making a mark in his league. He's gonna squander it, man, because these windows close fast in the NFL, man.
Yeah,
they
got
close
about
fast.
5. Yeah,
they close fast, man.
Yeah, I didn't understand the drop shit. That's one thing he does all the time is catch the ball. He might look wild as hell when he catch and do crazy arrow salts and whatever the hell he do when he get the ball, but he catches the goddamn ball. Them drops yesterday was like, okay, he's just mentally weak out there.
I think the cold really bothered him yesterday.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can come up with. Either the cold or he just wasn't mentally checked in the game. That's the only two things I can come up with.
Yeah.
Way Colin said, yeah, and he's saying the connection between GP and Russ is cooked. I can't say that. I think if GP would, like Twiz is almost saying, if he just had 50% more gumption to go get it.
You got to be a professional, bro.
Yeah.
He has to be.
That's what I was hot about after the first half.
Russ is a professional, man.
Right.
Russ is like Drew Brees. He throwing to a spot, and he expecting you to be there. if you ain't running your route properly, he's throwing to a spot. It's all timing.
Right.
He's throwing to a spot. So of course it's going to be squandered if you're not. You have to run the route that's given to you. You can't alter it unless that's known. Unless y'all got the signal that says you alter it and you audible out of it. Right. If you ain't got that type of communication, man, run the route like you supposed to, man.
Right.
Run the route.
I don't understand how he almost broke his goddamn neck and lost that ball. That's almost a tutty. There's nobody behind him once he catches the ball if he keeps his body straight in line. Maybe that was a bad pass by Russ.
It was.
Because it went outside instead of inside.
Or maybe it was a bad route because he knows bad routes.
I can't tell. It was a double move, fellas. It was almost like a post. I mean, out and up to a post. It was a double move. I remember that. But his release was to the inside.
He was going back. He should have been going.
The pass was to get him to go outside.
I know.
To go out of bounds.
I know.
So either George ran it wrong,
right,
or Rush just missed it,
right.
You can't tell.
I was just going by his release. Yeah, I was just going by his release and how he stacked him and got inside of him. Because I mean, if you're supposed to get to the outside of the dude, you set him up inside and get to his outside. You don't do the opposite. But again, we talk about his route running all the time. And Cousin Boehner, I hope he's not hanging with Antonio Brown. I tell you that. I hope he's not. My call out yesterday.
That would make front page news, man. That would make front page news.
My call out yesterday was a Fryer movie with 8 catches, 85 yards. I think he had 11 targets, fellas. I didn't put that in there, and 1 touchdown. Pat had a great game, but again, that drop at the end, just like how our season went, to be honest with you. I mean, started off hot and finished cold as a dud. But you know, it was his best game, I think, fellas.
I don't think he used to this shit. He used to being targeted as much. He used to be in the focal point. Right. But I mean, shit, there's nowhere in hell he trips and falls for no reason when the goddamn we end up being that 4th and 1 and not getting it on our own 40. And then this shit at the end of the game, the ball's cold, but if he caught the ball, he might have still been running.
You've been catching it. You've been catching it.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But that clock management again, man. That clock management was trash at the end of that game, man. You got to call timeout before that. Then you have Rush do a little QB run to the right, and then you get sacked on the next one. You don't call timeout. What don't you spike the ball for?
How don't you spike the ball? How does Russ took on a man for what?
Yeah,
you're not beating him outside, and you
at
didn't
all.
get anything. So spike the ball and have 40 seconds.
Yeah.
After that, it was 20 seconds.
It was 20
I didn't understand the game plan. Just keep going. Russ don't spike the ball.
Though the play that Fryer moved got the 17-yard first down on that 3rd and 9. It was 1 minute 1 second left. One thing I listened to Tom Brady, right? One thing he said was he never cared about timeouts. He cared about time. So what Tom was always saying was, call it right away. I don't care if we out. If you leave me enough time, I know I'm gonna get more plays in. If you leave me more time,
if you ready, if you ready,
go. But even if you go and spot, there's when they got into on the.
But we had a timeout though.
I get it, but there's 40 seconds left. Spike the ball. He ran an outside 3-yard run and lost 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So when he threw the ball to Muth, it's 20 seconds left. Yeah. So that last play to Muth, that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it was 4th down, and then that's almost. I mean, we had
no. I don't mean to correct you, but when he ran that, it was 40 seconds. When he ran it, it went down to 20 when he got sacked.
No. He got sacked when he had 40 seconds before he got sacked. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
I'm saying, yeah, that's what I said.
But I'm saying, Move catches the ball. It's 1 minute 1. Russ runs the 3-yard run. It's 40. Russ gets sacked. It's 20. If you call it right after that move catch, because you gain no more yards. You had 1 minute 1, and you gained 3 yards.
It's either that or spike the goddamn ball. Something to stop the clock with 40 seconds left.
But again,
you leave yourself 40 seconds. Muth, that pass to Muth, it was 20 seconds left. 4th down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, man. I don't know how coaching been so bad with timeouts and time management in 18 years. I just how.
And Big Twiz, your offensive call out was the O-line, dog. What you think, dog?
Trash.
4 sacks they gave up?
Trash. That's trash. That's trash work. That's mommy. I want to go home. I want to go home, Mom.
I told you they were standing up. They were standing up.
I want to go home, Mommy. Mommy, I want to go home. I don't want no more of this. I want to go home. them dudes, man, listen, man. In the grand scheme of things, Shannon Sharp said this. In the grand scheme of things, this is what it always come down to. This would separate the dogs from the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make a play? Can you get the play when you need it? Can the defense make the stop when we need to make the stop? Defense did that. Can the offense score the points when we have to score the points? That's the true dynamic. It's easy to just go up and down the field when you have it your way and you're the superior team. Can you get it done when you have to get it done? And we didn't see it. And that was the perfect example to make a statement going into the playoffs, this playoff run, with some type of momentum and just to get somebody to look at. I can assure you, it's imminent. We play Baltimore.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not. If the Chargers, how it's going to go, if the Chargers win today, Twiz, the Steelers, we dropped to the 6th seed and play Baltimore. If the Chargers lose today, we remain in. We already 5 now. We remain in 5 when we go to Houston.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Chargers going to win. We be playing Baltimore.
Damn, Twiz.
I don't know who the Chargers even play. I just gambled.
They're playing the Raiders.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I picked the Raiders.
Okay. Yeah, they're playing the Raiders.
Just because of plus side of things.
All right. Real quick, the defense. Go ahead, Twiz.
Just to sum it all up, what do we do if it's just a deja vu of last season? How do we move forward with that? What does that look like if we get one playoff game and lose it, and it's the same deja vu scenario from last year? Now, what is the plan moving?
Well, Twiz, I want to get into it, but we can because I got a lot of comments, but we'll get many comments in as we can today. But it goes back to what I've been saying, and that's why I deduced it to it's the Roonies because they go for this bullshit. Okay, we barely make the playoffs or get in. It's one and done. We're gonna stay between that 20 and 25th draft pick. Okay, again, one more time, we're gonna be back down there. Okay, it just perpetuates, and you're 20 every round. It ain't like you're 20 just one round. You're picking 20th every round or 24 every round. Okay, so I don't care how you look at it. Well, we got Joey at 33. Okay, that's cool. We had got that as a compensation. Okay, but we got him at the top of the 2nd round. We're going to be at the bottom of the 2nd round. We're going to be at the bottom of the 3rd round. It's just going to perpetuate, fellas. And the best way to do this thing right now is through the draft and free agency. We don't do either right because one, draft position, we're not ever top 10, and then we don't go spend the money on free agency. So it's like the house of cards is going to fall if you keep building like that. And that's smarter NFL.
Yeah.
I think we're a lot better with Con. As far as drafting and free agency, we went hella nuts last year. Shit, we ain't never done. It ain't cost us much. You're not gonna spend a whole lot of money.
There you go.
That's not gonna be. But realistically, if we're gonna talk realistically, they got to get a receiver. And I don't know what you're gonna do with your quarterback room with Russ and both being on 1-year deals, and Russ being 37 next year because he just turned 36. You're not giving him $30 million,
right?
Unless we go to the AFC Championship game some way somehow. And then Fields got all the talent in the world, but he can't pre-snap read for shit. or have the touch passes when you know because his talent is through the roof. Got everything to be a superstar.
Yeah,
but it's just like
got to slow that game down between his brain. You got to slow that game down between his ears. Excuse me, not brain, between his ears. You got to slow that game down.
So,
hey, Harvey, that's one didn't sleep either. Twan didn't sleep either, Harvey. So our defensive
That's
call
why
outs.
I was so late. That's why I was so late getting on the show. That's why I was so late getting on the show, bro. I said tossing and turning, man. I had to go late. That man. Listen, man.
It ruined your night, huh, Twiz?
I mean, I was just looking for. I mean, I knew we was in the playoffs regardless. I was just looking for momentum.
Right.
I was just looking for the energy. You know what I mean?
Right.
The energy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it just wasn't there. It don't give me nothing to feel good about for real moving forward.
Right.
You know? Not to mention that I gotta pay house.
Yeah, you know him. I'm surprised he ain't on here talking this stuff. But our defense call outs real quick. Hey, Doe Bus, you had who was that? I'm not on that screen.
Elliott and PQ. I think they both played well.
They did. They really did.
They both had a well game. I mean, the defense did all they could. Other than that long drive at the beginning of the game, they held it down. So I have no complaints about Elliott and PQ last night.
Yeah, Deshaun had 8 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. PQ, he had a tackle for loss. I know that, but he had 5, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack, and 1 pass defense. So he was all over the field once again, showing the speed, though.
Yeah, he caused a fumble too, but he just said we didn't get the fumble.
We didn't get it. I think that I ain't gonna lie. I want to say that's like number 11 in the last 5 games.
Listen, I've never seen so many fumbles hit the ground and we didn't get them. Where are the ball hawks? That means we ain't running to the ball. That means we ain't running to the plays.
That's what that tells me.
Plays, man. Yep. We ain't running to the plays. There ain't no way in hell, man. These last goddamn 3-4 games, man, that ball been hitting the ground and we ain't getting none of them. We is not pursuing the ball, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. My defensive call out real quick, fellas, was JPJ. JPJ, he had a solid game. He did. I didn't like, as Doe mentioned earlier, I didn't like how we matched him up against their second best receiver and put Trice on T. Higgins, but he did have 6 tackles and that 1 pass defense, and he didn't tug on him. He put his hands right through the receiver's hands, knocked the ball away without touching the receiver, and it was like a back shoulder throw or something.
I hope he take that. I hope he really takes what he did yesterday and realizes you just went up against the best.
Right.
You just went up against the best and you held your own.
Yes, he did.
You held your own.
Yep.
Hey, man, get in the lab, man.
He hasn't had a penalty since the first Cincinnati game. He hasn't had one.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
And I'm just roll right into yours because you're already talking about the secondary, but Twiz, yours was the secondary.
For the most part, solid. Secondary was definitely they did what they did what was needed. They did what was needed. I'm beyond putting fault on the players all the time. I'm gonna put fault on you if you just missing assignments because we know what that look like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't expect you to be anything that you are with the coordinator that you got.
Okay.
I just can't. They're two, man. We got 1, 2, 3, Cam Hall of Famer, TJ Hall of Famer, Minka Hall of Famer, JPJ Hall of Fame pedigree, Highsmith, High Motor, Herbig, Queen. We got superstars out there, and it doesn't come to forward with this coordinator. So I only could put the expectation as high as I consider the coaching.
Right, no doubt. Now, and as far as coaching, as far as substitution wise, there's been a lot of talk, and I think they're pointing the finger at the Cam Sutton fellas. And again, I don't know. I'm not in the locker room as far as the communication not lining up. There was the one play yesterday, him and Minka almost got into like a hand match about, where to line up and stuff before play. But Beanie Bishop, he's been missing since Cam came back. And when he got in there, he got a pick. I'm going to say Beanie. I don't even know how many Beanie got on a year. This is 4th one of the year, I think. But Beanie Bishop is better than Cam Sutton.
Yeah, I'm not putting anybody keep putting Cam Sutton in there.
Political, financial.
And then when you sent him on the blitz, he fell.
Yeah,
went off sides and fell. Like, come on, man.
All right, real quick, we're gonna get through these predictions real quick because I'm gonna try to get as much time in on these comments, fellas, before 1 o'clock. Doe Bus, 23-17.
Well, I was 17 for us.
Yeah, you got the back number
Didn't
right.
get the 23 right, but I'm just what it is.
Big Twiz, 28-24, Pittsburgh.
Hey, I thought we would have scored. I thought they would have scored, but I thought we would have just prevailed.
And I had it 27-20. We again, fellas. What is that? 4 games in a row. We've scored under 20 points going into the playoffs. No bueno. No bueno. All right, let's get to these people comments though. Go ahead.
It's so crazy though. When I sat there and looked back at it, man. KC, Philly, and B-more. I kid you. They treated us like the ugly kids on the street. Now remember how the ugly kids didn't get to play with? They had to play by themselves.
Yep.
That's what they came and done to us, man. I'm talking about just brutal beatdowns. Brutal beatdowns. And despite it being one possession games at whatever point it was, at the end of the day, man, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. And all of them just look bad. And it was top tier teams that did it. And that was the sour patch right there. That was a sour patch right there. But Doe called it. He said this back stretch is going to be hard on us. And it definitely was hard on us. It definitely that 3 games in 10 days, twice, 111, 110, and then against who we had to go against, even though they went 3-0. But for us and being who we was and who we are as a mob, it didn't play out well for us at all.
Right.
It come down to where we are talently and with the coaching, because
whole spectrum talent too, though.
We just can't overcome mistakes, and you should be able to overcome mistakes at times. But
yep.
Once we start making mistakes, it's a wrap. We got to play perfect games to win.
Yes, we do.
Especially against elite teams, though. You don't want to make big mistakes against elite teams. But it still should be okay with that, because every game we got a turnover. Literally every game we got turnovers to change games around.
Yeah.
But we would make the mistake that would cost us almost as a turnover. It wasn't. And we can't overcome it.
Game looked like it's over for us last night. Dude hits the ball with his foot. We get the ball in prime position.
Right.
What happened?
We don't even get 3 points.
3 points.
We didn't even get 3. We didn't even go. Yeah, that's right. 54-yard field goal. Yeah.
All right. We got a question from Lifted Ones. Do we start Fields? At least that dude can escape third downs. No, you can't go with him now. I don't think, fellas. I mean, he hasn't started since week 5 or 6.
That's good. That's good for podcast conversation. But hey, we ain't Atlanta. We ain't gonna change the game in the 9th inning. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Right. We gonna die with it the way it is, and then we just got to regroup and get ready for football in another season. That's all.
Lifted Ones, we're gonna do it the Steelers way. We're gonna keep riding the same way and ride this bird. We're gonna go down with the ship. That's what we're gonna do.
I could see if Russ was playing like how Kirk Cousins was playing. Russ didn't have a bad game yesterday. I wasn't on Russ.
No,
I wasn't on Russ at all. Russ
I was hearing a lot of that. I was hearing a lot of that in the bar. Come on, I'm like, man, that ain't Russ. Y'all know. I said, see, y'all don't know football, man. This ain't no Russ problem, man.
He's small. That's the problem. He holds on to the ball too long. But when it's clutch time, oh man, he was clutch as hell yesterday. He was getting clutch.
He ain't ducking no rep, y'all. Russ ain't ducking
that pass to Moose, you can't pass it no better than that.
It can't be no better, man.
Now, Marlon Nicholson says, anybody else notice how Russ has problem seeing over the line?
Well, just said that. I literally just said that. He's small.
That's why he goes through his spot. That's that Drew. He got these Drew, but that's that Drew Brees. That's why mechanically he always want to get with his receivers and get that timing together, because he's throwing to a spot. He can't see over them big 6'5", 6'6" linemen going across that middle. He just instinctively he knows how to deliver the ball in those situations.
Yeah, there's things you got to have with Russ to win. You have to have a prominent running game and a mean-ass defense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The defense is close enough, I think, but the running game got to be real prominent because of the play action to work out, so we can be able to throw the deep ball, the deep breath. The thing we're going to go out there and him throw 30 to 35 passes, having to see over the line and all that shit, not going to work out. It's too small.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, next one is Boehner.
You got
What's
the
up,
wing.
Boehner? down in Atlanta. Thanks for joining us, cuz. We have become too comfortable with being in the playoffs. The whole object is to win another Super Bowl or championship. Forget all the personnel, individual accomplishments, period. It's a team sport. Yeah, that's just again,
Yeah.
I say that, but Doe says the standard has changed. It ain't Super Bowls no more.
I mean, it can be.
The whole objective for every team is to win the Super Bowl, is what he's saying. He's not directly calling about us.
Oh, so he ain't saying like I'm saying Super Bowl or bust.
The accomplishments, period. It's a team sport, not a Steeler team sport. If you don't try that shit. Yes, we got to win a playoff game around here. What else are we going to look forward to right now? We're 10-7, fifth seed. We're not the first seed with this prominent team kicking everybody's ass. We was 10-3 at a time. We was 8-2.
Yeah.
We're 10-7, Pimp.
Right. All right. We got that the ones again said we need QB sneak along 3rd and 1 instead of giving it to our running back.
Scratch all that shit. Scratch all that shit. Scratch all that shit. Scratch all that 3rd and 1, that 4th and 1 shit. Scratch all that shit, man. Listen, when it's 3rd and 1, don't even run a play. Kick that motherfucker. Don't run a play in 3rd and 1.
How long have we been saying that, though? We've been concerned about our short yardage since like week 3 or 4.
3rd and 1, just bring the punt team out, man. Don't even fight it, man. Kick that motherfucker, man.
I told you, I'm nervous. Every time it's 3rd, 4th, and short, I'm nervous, fellas.
No, what has happened to Darnell Washington? What has happened? He didn't even get a target yesterday.
He's a ghost.
It's
3rd and 1. They got us the touchdown.
Right. That's right, yeah. Because they put him out there on that view. Why does he not get? He should get 5 targets a game. It's easy.
You know why I don't? You know why I don't? Because Arthur Smith sleeps lovely, bro. That man sleeps lovely. Do you see? He ain't got no bags under his eyes or nothing. He ain't even had no face mask on or nothing. He didn't even get cherry red or nothing in the cold. He was perfectly fine, bro. He was so calm and collected. He ain't got no headaches or nothing, man. He just go out there and say, I'm gonna call pro right screen, then I'm gonna call that, then I'm gonna try to I'm gonna throw the tight sweep in. I'm gonna throw the tight sweep in. I mean, there's no schematic game plan at all with this dude.
I'm thinking he's like, football's a hobby, man. He's a rich child. His dad is the owner and founder of FedEx.
Well, do you at least have a package for Justin Fields or something? Marlon says if you go for
Keith. No packages. There ain't no packages except the FedEx packages that his daddy.
Let him read the comments one.
No packages. Ain't no.
No, listen. Marlon says if you go for it on 4th, put Fields in the damn game. This coaching staff is so stupid. Do you put a package in there for Justin on the 3rd and 4th and 1s?
The package is just to run. He don't throw the ball. And is he throwing the ball on the sideline, warming up? Because it's mighty cold out there, Pimp. To just think he's just gonna go in there and just wing that thing up, and his arm is frosty.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's the element of surprise, though. I mean, you act like
he got to be warming up. Then sometimes put him in at some point in the game, let him throw the ball. One time, I don't feel comfortable just putting him in there cold in the middle of the game, in 10-degree weather, and think he's gonna wing that thing. And no.
Marlon, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I don't think our coaching staff can dial it up for him.
That's what I really was saying. I really was saying, there should be a package,
right?
But there ain't no need of talking about that with this.
That's what I'm saying. His whole package is just to run.
Yeah.
Run.
I mean, I'm almost here to tell you, man. He can give us 3 that playbook, and we could come up with better shit than what he doing.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Hey, what's up, R Goody? R Goody said, "What up, fellas? Offense played like shit. Pickens sold us out on purpose. I mean, I don't like to think that.
But I'm gonna tell you what, it is on purpose. I'm gonna tell you what, it is on purpose because this is what happens, man. Listen, that boy he don't never drop balls. He done caught balls that you was like, how you catch that?
Yeah, that's what Doe said. Yep.
There ain't no. So either he mentally checked out or it was just too cold for him to bear it. There was the only 2 things that you could say would have him dropping he was non-existent in the game. He literally was just a body out there. He was just part of 11.
Yeah, he had a 1 catch for 0 yards, 3 drops.
Come on, man.
I just think he's just mentally weak. He's just a mentally weak little young nigga, and I'm just tired of it.
Right. Well, another comment about GP says last night, or the Marion, new one on YouTube. Thanks for subscribing. Last night, Shannon Sharp, Marlon Nicholson. Okay. Last night, Shannon Sharp didn't flat out blame Tomlin, but like he said, it's a pattern in Pittsburgh with wide receivers. If you're not coaching it, you're allowing it. I missed that. What was he referring to?
Well, he on nightcap, and then on first take, he been saying that like last week or so about it's the same pattern with Pittsburgh Steelers, but at the same time, it's what I said.
With the bad behavior, though, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm trying to get some context. That's all.
But what you're saying is though, like Mike is letting them be men because he's not nobody's damn dad. And that's why I mean he doesn't have any discipline on the team. I seen that years ago when Bale was talking shit before the AFC Championship game, tweeting for no reason. If you had real discipline, I wouldn't be happening. But at the same time, in Mike's defense, these motherfuckers is men. Like you got to be a man at some point, sometime, and put the team first instead of yourself.
Yep.
That's where the line get blurred at. He has so much non-discipline that these dudes they willing to just go ahead and go out on their own and not put the team first. Tay and all these dudes you do, and I don't understand that because the team is everything. Why you got all your glory? AB had all his glory because he played here.
Right. There's a lot on George. Read that one, though. I can't see it.
It's Wild Herb Ways, and he says, why 2025 scripted NFL doesn't resemble 2015 pre-COVID NFL. They compensate on drops, failed plays. Pickens 3 drops, 0 yards, 4 game. NFL staycation, suspension. Pickens is now ill. Okay.
Okay. Next one. I don't really know what that means, but I mean, you're saying he's the bad guy.
Yeah, and it's on purpose.
He's getting paid to be the bad guy.
Yeah, pre-COVID. Hey, listen, man, I watch football. I'm not gonna go into those scenarios. Big dog.
All right. Sean Payton. Go ahead.
Sean Payton has told us about Russ, but here Tomlin to prove stupid point. Oh, cap, time's out. What Sean Payton was running is not to Russ's talent.
Right.
That's it.
He wasn't a fit. Yeah, he wasn't a fit.
Yeah, it fit perfectly here. You look at his numbers, they're not bad for the games that he played. He got, 15 tutties and 5 picks or something? I think he threw another one last night, so it's 16 tutties, and he got 5 picks on the season.
But doesn't that tell you he takes no risk, though? I mean, I think we got
he
only
never took risks.
The whole season or 6 on the whole season.
He never take risks. He never take risks, and he really doesn't pass across the middle. But I mean, I don't think that was Sean Payton told us. I just think like it's just what we calling, and there's not a risk offense. Coach T don't even like taking risks.
Yeah,
he don't want the offensive coordinator to take so much risk. That's why Arthur was perfect for him. There's no really loud voices down there. Like your cuz Goob said, you let all the big dogs go. All the loud voice coordinators.
Yep.
Even though Todd Haley had to go after he destroyed that goddamn house. I mean, shit, you embarrassed the program. You embarrassed the goddamn team.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want to take no chances, then 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, punt team. Hey, man, we don't need to take no chances. Yeah, we ain't gonna take no chances. Don't take no chances there. Punt team. Get the punt team out here.
Doe, grab that.
MLV. People should stop calling themselves Steelers fans. They can't support the team. Is that? Don't be objective.
Because we
objective.
Well, I'm trying to.
Is that directly? Is that being indirect or direct?
Well, maybe I don't know what you saying. I mean,
hold on. Here go another one. I'm trying to look for a comment.
Oh, Marlon Nicholson. Marlon Nicholson, constructive criticism is insightful. I'm not referring to this channel, but it seems like the meltdowns are not supportive nor productive. Okay.
They having a back and forth on YouTube. I'm trying to go through the comments, fellas. Her and Marion Nicholson.
Marlon,
I keep saying that. Marlon Nicholson, they going back and forth on YouTube. That's why I'm trying to scroll through the comments.
Okay. I mean, people gonna be objective.
Yeah, we gonna be now. That's one thing I can say about this channel. We've said that before. If you're new to the channel, Pittsburgh is our mob. We ride or die with Pittsburgh, but
all day.
We're football connoisseurs. All right,
this ain't church.
I mean? Yeah,
well,
this ain't church.
She said she wasn't saying necessarily to this channel. I guess she was saying she had added Marlon Nicholson.
Yeah, because then she's clarifying it. MLB for the record, I question the game plan. Why not let the ball fly?
Yeah.
Okay, but Demetrius Eggleston, what's up, man? Thanks for joining.
That's a meter. That's meter. That's blue steel right there.
Grab that one, though.
Roman Wilson is a milk carton, the wide receiver from Michigan. I know y'all know who. We was just talking about him, Meter. I mean, you missed it all year. He came to practice the last 2 weeks. He still hasn't gotten to the game. They considered him hurt all year. I guess Arthur Smith didn't like the way he was with the game plan, but I don't know. He's another small dude, though. That's the thing. Like, maybe he could have been dynamic. Money could have been dynamic or whatever, but he's another really small guy. He's 4'3". He runs, but he's like the same size as Calvin Austin. Maybe could have been a dog out there.
Right.
I mean, to me, we should have seen what he got. Like shit.
I was wondering the same thing. But, I mean, we talk about this height thing, and I know he was the anomaly, but AB was a little guy too.
Yeah.
AB was a little guy too.
5'10" at the
AD
most.
ain't 5'7", 5'8".
But he's 5'10".
Yes, you don't see Calvin. You see Calvin about 5'8", 160. They put it on at 5'9", 5'8", 160. You see the boy ass arms?
I didn't know he was that little, man.
He's smaller than Russ. Russ is about 5'10", 5'11". He's smaller than Russ.
I got you.
Hey, Del Rico says Arthur Smith is robbing the Roonies without a pistol.
Man, everybody come here. Listen, I would come here too and steal $500 to $1 million if I get to call bubble gum all day and don't get no backlash for it, except from the YB game plan. Don't nobody backlash. I ain't heard a commentator yet say nothing about Arthur Smith.
Me either.
I ain't heard one say nothing about Arthur Smith. Not
but
one,
they will.
bro.
We know how this goes. We've been doing this for years, fella. They will.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying.
No, like saying nothing positive. Like there's been nothing like, man, he's calling a hell of a game plan with a beautiful play call. It's not happening.
Yeah, but they ain't saying nothing. They ain't talking about how impotent of a coordinator he is, or how good of a coordinator. He ain't getting no earplay.
But it's already out on him who he is. You know who he was. I mean, we knew he was when he came here. He was.
Hey, said that's some Coach Hurst shit. Punt it on third down. He said, "Punt it, man. We fuck going for it on 3rd and 4th and 1. Punt it on 3rd and 1."
Man, it could be 3rd and 2 inches.
It's Jamar. It's a man, bro. That gets to get his girl in the picture.
Oh, okay. Cuzzo, I love your homies. They on point. Yeah, I don't know. We talk football today, cuz they both know they shit and they on point, man. That's for sure. Del Rico, y'all talking over here on YouTube. I can't even keep up with the YouTube conversation. Now you guys
just said facts, Del Rico. Facts, Del Rico.
Okay.
She's the MLV. That's all. Del Rico's my dog, man. He's my partner.
I know. But I'm losing track of the conversation because I'm seeing Facebook and YouTube, though. So I'm losing track.
I got Facebook. I got Facebook right here. So
okay.
Your cousin John Wilson was the last guy when he said, "Fellas, Russ Wilson's too short as well."
Okay.
The offensive line is being bullied. That's a factor as well. And 27 on defense. Trice was toasted. That was the last comment on Facebook.
MLV, you doing your thing. I don't know who MLV is. I don't know if you're a female. I can't see. You know that, though. But MLV, George Pickens going to go where he is loved, no matter the high or low. Yeah, he's not going to be here, honey. I can tell you that. Or MLV, I don't mean to say honey, but if you're a female, he won't be here. You can go see him in your next city because we've seen it with AB, and I think the writing's on the wall already.
I mean, if you cut him though, because he still got a year left.
Right.
Still has a year left of a contract. They're not cutting him. They're not trading him. They're not trading him. And not trading him, dog.
I know that. What I'm saying is they're not going to cut him. If they were going to do anything, they'd trade him. They ain't going to just give him away.
Yeah. They're going to try to run him again next year, though. They're going to try to run him again next year because I don't see them throwing $30 million at no receiver. We've been praying for the T. Higgins deal, but that's us talking.
He need a mentor. He need mentorship. He definitely need mentorship.
All that shit is fine and dandy, torn mentorship and all that shit, motherfucker. Time. It's if you want it, dog. You can't do shit that you don't want, man.
I said if.
I don't believe he want it.
Yeah, he need mentorship. Not somebody need to go mentor him.
Right.
He need mentorship, meaning he need to go seek it.
That dude ain't seeking shit.
Hopefully he do for our sake.
A&R, we'll come back to you. Jupiter 17 said, y'all think Coach T has lost the locker room?
No. I ain't worried about none of that. That ain't no them. Those are issues. We need coordinators. Period. I agree. We need. This is what I know. This is what I for certain know. I'm not even speculating this. We get top tier coordinators in here. We a whole problem. Period. Point blank. Ain't nothing to talk about. We got too much talent.
And we need some receivers, man.
Yep. And we'll get receivers in the draft. Man. You know Khan going in the lab. You know Khan gonna go in the lab.
He ain't going to the lab last year.
He tried Ayuk. He tried the Ayuk thing. He tried to throw his name in the hat. It just didn't play out for us financially.
Right, boy. Because Ayuk was never coming. Played him.
He was just trying to jack the price up.
Yeah.
A&R, you recognize who that is? I don't know who recognize who that is. I can't see the picture. But
the training camp practices and regular season practices with pads, I think it took a toll on the team at the end of the year. They really don't practice with pads.
Yeah, not anymore. These boys get pampered now. They might do 10 padded practices in camp.
Yeah, that's about it. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks is like soft. I mean, maybe a little life work, but no.
Football
goes on the team.
Hey, Kanan, I'm not even reading your stuff, man, because we might be seeing you next week. I'm not reading your stuff, man.
Nah, you're just talking about Russ's haircut. Talking about Russ's haircut, man.
What he say?
Who's cutting Russ's hair? The Russ fade looks dope on screen. Someone is lacing him up.
MV, I think the team is locked in with Coach T. That's for sure. Coach T's not getting fired, y'all. We're not saying that. Please don't misconstrue what we say here on YB Gameplan. He's not going nowhere.
I'm just saying it's okay for the man had plateaued as a coach and he can walk on his own.
With his head
because I'm sorry, dog. It's looking like if it's been 15 years and we've sniffed one AFC championship in 15 years, I mean that's a problem. That's a coaching problem. The
greatest coach, one of being considered the greatest coaches of NFL history is coaching North Carolina football right now, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He coaching North Carolina football, man. That just they say Bill Belichick go down as the greatest. He coaching college football right now, man.
All right.
All right, last comment, fellas, because I think this is a good one. Because this is something that Doe said. It's long, Doe. You read it because I can't see.
Marlon Nicholson. To me, it's probably not the coordinators.
Hey, hold up, Doe messing with me. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying who he was.
And I keep saying Marion.
To me, it's probably not the coordinators because it's the same old shit. Whoever the coordinators like Tomlin is telling them what he wants. Dick LeBeau, Keith Butler even said it. Okay.
I didn't really understand that one though. What he said, is it what you were kind of saying yesterday? Arthur Smith is a yes man and won't.
Yeah,
is that what he was saying?
Yeah, and Dick LeBeau and Keith Butler even said it. There has to be Tomlin's way or no way. So
okay. Yeah, you said that yesterday in the pregame, though. You said he likes Arthur Smith because Arthur Smith he's going to go along, get along gang.
Yeah.
But once again, I'm just trying to figure out when I listen to Coach, for some reason, I'm trying to figure out. So, Coach, you want yes men? You's a man's man, but you want yes men? That really don't go together. It really doesn't. And you don't want no backlash. You don't want nobody challenging you. I don't see that.
Well, Doe said Arthur Smith's perfect for him because he won't.
I don't ever. Well, is it the authority thing or is it the financial thing?
I think it's a little bit of mix of both.
Both, yeah.
Because this is the thing.
It's a little bit of mix. Like Mike wants you to be a man's man, but it's his team.
Tomlin hires puppets.
And we all know though. We all know there's going to come an arrogance with people that are great at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be an arrogance attached to that, especially when they know they're great and they're proven great.
Right.
That's all the top tier coaches possess it all. Parcells, Belichick, Coughlin, all them dudes, they all possess that arrogance of, I don't play that. It's embedded in all of them.
No, Twiz, I'm gonna stop you on that. You brought up something right there. The one thing they all possess too. No, the one thing they all possess too was discipline, though.
Definitely.
Coughlin, they said if you was 5 minutes early, you was late.
Definitely.
He used to do Freddie T dirty. Freddie T was. Definitely. I remember when Freddie T almost ran for 200 on us. He might have set Freddie T 3 weeks after that, man.
Yeah.
I used to hate to see Freddie T coming up against us, man. You know what I mean? I'm serious, though. I'm serious. I used to hate seeing Freddie T. But Tomlin was. Coughlin was sitting.
Hey, quick story about Fred T. We had them. And we can sign off. It's funny as hell. We had them. I want to say it was a Monday night game when he was with Jacksonville. Fred talking that shit. And Fred come through that motherfucker hole with long hair, don't care, was waiting for him on the other end of that motherfucker. And gave him that hot shit. Fred jumped up and said, Troy, don't you stop that shit tonight.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we with the shit. Hey, Lifton, my cat, thanks for reminding me, man. Please, ladies and gentlemen, go hit that like button because we might only have one more week of this show. Like, subscribe, share, YB Game Plan. Share this on all your social media platforms because next year we're going to turn up for y'all, but we're going to keep it real for y'all. We're going to give y'all the 5 keys, and we're going to give y'all everything we know locally from the Steelers headquarters, all right? But I think that's a wrap for today, fellas. I mean, ain't too much more to be said. Offensive coordinator said. I know.
Ready to go.
Hey, but they like it. They still comment. But hey, we'll get to all y'all when we see y'all next week.
They'll be on this bitch till 3:00 if we let them.
No doubt. Hey, but that's how Steelers Nation is. They just waking up on the West Coast, though, fellas. So we thank them all for joining us. But for KY,
Doe Bus.
Peace, y'all.